Hello. Cause hello, it's Tyler's Tarot. Wait, I did that wrong. Cause hello, it's Tyler's Tarot in the house, and I'm here to do your reading today. Hopefully, I'm on the right channel. Hey, hey. I may be on the wrong channel. I can't remember if I logged back. Is this the right channel, y'all? Cause I got like two, three channels, but I'm hoping that this is the right one. Not. Um. Hello. Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right. How y'all doing? Why are the fire signs still single? First card is what you do in your love life that makes you single. What is your actions that make you single? Like what keeps you single is the Six of Pentacles. Well, maybe you come off as a little bit too giving. Six of Pentacles is the card of when you give and take, basically. So you may come off as a bit too giving, which gives off the impression that you can be, I won't say stomped on, but that you can be it's like if you keep giving and giving and giving, that gives people the impression that they can just do whatever they want, and they'll know that uh, you know, you'll take it. So don't come off as too giving or overly friendly. You get what I'm saying? So how do people view you? How do potentials view you? The King of Pentacles. Hopefully, you're not the type that is very giving with not only your time but your money. So if you're like a money, this is pointing out people that are like business women or businessmen or people with money are very giving with money. Like, don't let people feel like they can use you or basically that they only come. I feel like a lot of I think you fire sign you draw in people that come to you for the wrong reasons, or that's what I kind of feel. You get what I'm saying? I feel like you may draw in people that come towards you for the wrong reasons, like whether they're like trying to get things from you. Got the King of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Um, be less giving. And I know you want, you know what I'm saying. I feel like you need to be less giving. What's your outcome for love? The Eight of Swords. Why is the Six of Pentacles what you're doing in love? And the set. Yeah, I feel like you're just too. You give people too much of a upper hand of you. Like my thing is, sometimes you know how people are these days. You give them the knife, they'll stab you with it. Basically, so I'm saying. So it's like kind of. I feel like people know they can get, know they can really. I hope you're not the type that can be. This is what it's pointing out. Like people, somebody that's used easily, or you're too giving. I don't know if it's like giving with your time or your money, whichever one it is. Don't be so giving, is what it's pointing out. All right, fire signs. I do see a potential connection coming up for you, single fire signs. All right, and I think this is going to be a reciprocal connection, but it's going to possibly freak you out because it's going to be so reciprocal. It's something you probably are not used to. Because the reason I say that, the Three of Pentacles is your outcome, and the Eight of Swords. So you may be in your head about this potential connection coming in because I think that you're so used to giving, and you finally met your match. This person gives too, reciprocal. You get what I'm saying? So be aware of that. That's what it pointed out for you. Let's go to air signs now. Why are the air signs single? Why are the air signs single, please? How y'all doing? Okay. King of Cups. How do potentials see you? Well, you come off air signs. You know, what do you do that keeps you single as the King of Cups? Where your fallback is, I think that you get too involved too quickly, too emotional too quickly, which is so strange for an air sign. First of all, I got to look at the camera on this one. I was gonna stay off the camera, but let's. Oh my God, air signs coming off too emotional. Y'all check the news. Has hell frozen over? Or pigs? Check the news and make sure pigs are not flying. I'm just saying. It's like you come off as too. um, you come off as too. This is making me laugh. I can't. What? Okay, let's go. Let's just go along with it. All right. Y'all, I think that honestly, this is like the scariest thing I've ever come across. This is scary. Okay, so basically, okay, let's go along with it. King of Cups, upright. Okay, so basically, you come off as too. I think okay, it's in the position of what keeps you single is the King of Cups. I think that you're too lovey-dovey too fast. King of Cups is the serious lover. So if this is what's keeping you single, you get too serious too fast. You become the serious lover too fast. You're like right up their ass right away. Do you get what I'm saying? And people see you as the Eight of Pentacles. Or maybe they see you as a workaholic, but I want to also say that people may see you as obsessed a bit with them a bit too quickly, too quickly. This may be saying that you need to kind of fall back and have a little bit of a mystery about yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? You need to have a little bit of a mystery about yourself. Outcome for your love life. The Strength card. Well, I think that you're gonna learn this lesson if you haven't, and I feel like you're gonna hold back more. Do you get what I'm saying? You're gonna hold back more. I see some of you doing a Leo in your near future or an Earth sign, possible water sign as well. Singles. Um, I feel like I said, what keeps you single is the King of Cups. King of Cups is these, yeah, and the Queen of Cups. Look at this. Some of you tend to now for some of you player air signs, you play too many people, all right? But that's not really the primary story. I think you have this. I think you're too serious too fast. Like I said, King of Cups is if it's not. First of all, I keep seeing all these messages negating my readings. Can you hear me out? Do you get what I'm saying? I ain't in the mood to snap. Just saying. I think people see you as too like you come off as a little too serious too soon. Air signs, like too emotional too soon, too available too soon. So I think that you're going to learn this lesson, or if you haven't already, and you're going to be start holding back more. All right. There is a potential fire sign coming into your near future. If they're not a fire sign, don't think, oh, I'm only going to connect with fire signs. That's not what that's saying. It's just saying that whoever's in your near future, I feel like this person could have fire placements, Venus, their rising, their moon. You get what I'm saying? Uh, I got Scorpio too. That's what I want to say about you. That's what keep you. So I'm saying. So I feel like in the near future, you're going to learn this lesson of like holding back a lot more, like letting the people reciprocate with you. You get what I'm saying? What about water signs? What about why are water signs single? Why do the water signs stay single? Because of the Queen of Cups. How do the potential see you? The Strength card. Ooh, you come off as bipolar. Because you go from 1 minute. Your problem is you kind of water signs. You got to watch how you got to make sure that you remain consistent as fuck. And I'm gonna say it just like that. Shoot me if you have to. What your problem is, you come off as held back a lot. So I feel like when potentials deal with you, they don't know what your next move is because it's like sometimes you come off as like you're all in it and very emotional or like you're available to it, but then you go to holding back. So it's kind of like they never know what side they're going to get. It's like 1 minute they feel like, damn, the water sign was just so emotional just a few days ago, but now they're all of a sudden holding back. So it's like you may give people mixed signals, is what I'm also picking up on. I think that you give off mixed signals that scares people off. Let's see, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like basically you come off like it's kind of like you rush toward people quickly, but then you pull back. It's like you leave people guessing. They don't, and it sometimes they question if you've lost interest in them. So it's like you're hot on their heels at first, and then you go right to holding back. So it leaves the person guessing, which, like I said, which in turn makes them kind of maybe run them off. Is what I'm kind of picking up on. It's like people see you as I think that what the image I'm getting, not even an image, the feeling I'm getting is that You seem all hot and heavy at first toward the person, but then you start to play this game of holding back, whether you're doing it intentionally or not, I don't know. But it's like you go to holding back, and it leaves them guessing: was there feelings there in the first place, or was it just you being overly friend? Was it just you being friendly, or were you really having feelings for them? They may be questioning like, well, were they just being friendly with me, or was there more there? So you got to be careful how you come off the folks, because it leaves them guessing. It, it may have them run off. You got what I'm saying? Um, I don't care who it makes sense with. I'm just doing the reading. There's possibly a person here in your near future that you're going to be communicating with. Some of you are going to be going out with this person, or traveling to see this person, or going out with this person, whatever the case may be. Um, and that's what I feel for you. That's why you stay single. What about earth signs? Why do earth signs remain single? The Eight of Cups. You don't give people a chance. Typical fucking earth sign. You don't give people. It's like, damn, earth signs. Can you stick around at least for the shit to kind of settle in first? You walk away at the drop of a damn dime. It's like you walk away the second you see the smallest little thing. Um, People see you as a potentials would see you as a seven of wands. You come off as defensive and kind of closed off. I would go as far as to say potentials would feel like they have to walk on eggshells around you. I don't know if you're like easily offended, or if you nitpick every little thing about someone, and it kind of makes you come off as kind of defensive or paranoid. And I also think that basically some of you kind of leave things prematurely. Like you leave before the finish line. You don't even really try to stick in there to see where it could go. Yeah, again, the Hermit card and the Eight of Cups is what keeps you single. I think that you nitpick a little bit too much, and you may be overly judgmental. It sounds like a Virgo. Kind of getting for my Virgos out there, this is definitely your reading. But Earth signs in general, this is what this is for. I think you come off as somebody who is. It's like you leave before the getting gets good. I'm not saying everybody you've dealt with was a keeper. I'm not saying that. But I feel like some of you just tend to bail out too fast due to things you observe about people, or something you don't like. You just sit there and nitpick every little thing. And it's like you don't even stick around for it to get better. You don't even know where those connections could have led to if you had just stuck in there. All right? Um, because I don't think it's a lack of options that's your problem. I think that you're sitting here nitpicking every little thing. And I think, and I want to go as far as say you come off as defensive or paranoid to people. Like you come off as overly analytical. I don't even know if that's a word. That's what it feels like. It feels like you just overly analyze every little thing about, and you come off as very, very focused on the practical things. So you don't come off as a lovey-dovey individual. I don't know what you think I don't know what you're thinking you're projecting to the world, but you're not projecting this image of lovey-doveyness. You're projecting this image of somebody who's too serious, too overly analytical, overly analyzing everything. You come off as somebody who's only focused on money or success or career. Money, money, money. Me. I. That's what you come off as, and you. I want to go as far as to say that there could have been connections you've missed out on due to your behavior that I just described before. And I'm not, like I said, earth signs, I'm not saying everybody you've come across is a keeper. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying everybody that you've walked away from was a keeper. You should have kept them. What I am saying is, if you haven't missed opportunities, you risk missing opportunities due to what I just said before. I would just encourage you to get to know people a little bit more before you just jump the gun. You get what I'm saying? Or overanalyze every little thing. Am I making any sense? All right, so let's do the collective for the ones that didn't make sense with their particular element. All right. So for the collective, why does the collective stay single? For the single ones out there that want to take a look at themselves and want to know why are you still single, collective? Because of the Two of Cups. Okay. How do potential see you? The Page of Pentacles. Woo. Mixed signals galore. This is picking up on mixed signals. So one minute, okay, what do you want collective? Do you want a relationship or do you want a friendship? Why do you play this? Well, Tyler, well, that can't be me. Yes, it could be. You're in my comments and single as a motherfucking Pringle. So I'm assuming you're not like the expert on love. All right? You're nobody's expert on love. You're nobody's Cupid. You're nobody's, what I'm saying? So it's like you're single. You're right here in my comments watching this reading. So I want to say, what do you want, singles? I ask you now. Oh, Tyler, no, it's because I attract the. Don't tell me. Don't use that as an excuse. Like I said, stop. You got to. Sometimes we got to take a look at ourselves. Like I always say, you're nobody's Jesus Christ. You're not perfect. You can't walk on water. You're like I said, you're nobody's saint. You're nobody's ascended master. What's going on? Like you're not perfect. You have to. What do you want? Do you want love or do you want friendship? What is it that you want? Because I think that you give off this mixed signal type vibe to folks because they see you as the Page of Pentacles. So I think what you're doing, I think what keeps you single, in the position of what keeps you single is a Two of Cups. So when people come into your life, it's like you automatically, some of you connect with these people. But then the way you come off is as somebody who is just trying to remain friends, or I don't know if you friend zone folks or you make people feel like they're just a friend and not anything more. Like you may shut people down without even knowing it. You get what I'm saying? And I know some of y'all probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but for the ones this makes sense to, for those ones, don't give off this mixed signals vibe. If you're looking for a connection, state that. If you're looking for a friendship, state that. Don't leave people guessing what it is that you want. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Outcome 7. I do see more. There's going to be a lot of options coming in for you. So now is a time for you to kind of get yourself together before these connections come in. All right. Why is the Two of Cups? I think some of you give off yeah. See, again, what keeps you single is the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups. So again, I get this energy collective of you. When people come in, you do show interest, but then they start to think, okay, well, is this? I think you leave people guessing. I think that people don't know where you stand. It's like you give off this a vibe of, damn, they were hot and heavy at first. I'm kind of getting what I got with a sign element I just did. I think it was water signs, but I'm kind of getting that you come off as somebody who wants love, but then sometimes you come off as somebody who's friend zoning people or basically leaving people wondering what your status are. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you state what you want from the get go. Don't leave people guessing, because what you give out, you get back. You do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. So it's like, I would say your advice is, if you don't want to be single, I would just state it from the get go what you want, and if they want that in return, fine. If they don't, then you know to just keep it moving. You get what I'm saying? But don't give off mixed signals because you leave people guessing. It kind of scares people off. All right. So I may have stuck in this read, but I don't give a shit. Somebody need to hear that message. I saw a bunch of people talking shit in the comments. I didn't have time to respond. I just didn't want to respond. So thank y'all. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for watching. I'm done for tonight. I need to lay down. All right. All right. Y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all. Bye. Hey, bye, y'all. Thank you.